Hey, lovelies, how's everybody doing? Today we're going to have a video talking about Retin A, Retinol, and Retinoid. Um, these are all derivatives of vitamin A, although retinoid is really a terminology used for describing tretinoin, which is Retin A and retinol. So I just want to make a disclaimer here. I am not an esthetician, I am not a dermatologist, but however, I have done my research on skincare. And I really, before I purchase anything, I like to know what am I getting and how much good can it do for my skin, and if I could have any shortcuts to anything to get results that I am really looking for, I just jump right into it. So let's begin. First of all, like I said before, retinoid is an umbrella trying to explain and let us know that it's referring to retin A, tretinoin, and retinol. Okay, so there's been things going on around on YouTube where people kind of use the quote unquote retinoid as like saying, oh, well, and I'll give an example. Well, if it's retinoid, it means it has less strength than retinol, which when I hear stuff like that, I cringe because that doesn't make sense. So, like I said, retinoid is the terminology for all the for all the retinols, retin A's out there. Okay, so let's jump right into it. Now, retin A, tretinoin, is more potent than retinol. And retin A you get through prescription only. You do not get this over the counter. You do not get this in drugstore. It's only by prescription. Um, Another thing, retinol, when you buy in the drugstore, it is efficient, but is not as potent. So, even if you buy it at Sephora, that anything that says retinol, you're not getting the high efficacy of getting a prescription retin A. Now, what do I mean by this? Okay, so retinol has to go through two conversions to get the retinoic acid that kind of helps you get plumper skin, makes cell turnover happen, everything that, hyperpigmentation, diminished spots and all that stuff. So it goes through two conversions, which means it takes a lot longer for the retinol to work, plus it's less potent, okay? So retin A skips all that conversion. It goes right into retinoic acid. It is stronger. So like when people that use retin A have to be very careful and go very, very slowly. There are 3 percentages in retin A. The lowest one is 0 to 5. That's the lowest strength. Then there's 0.5. That's the middle. And then there's a 0.1. That is the highest. With retinol, when you go into the drugstore, you really don't know how much retinol they're putting into the products. That's number one. And number two, it does work, but it takes a lot longer. That's another thing. Now, another way that you can get vitamin A, which is all derivative by vitamin A, is rosehip oil. Rosehip oil and also cacao oil. You can actually get the vitamin A, although it's very low percentage of it that you get. So that's good to know. I mean, rosehip is great, and also cacao is very good as well. Now, another thing that I wanted to also add to this is that before I started retin A, tretinoin, I wanted to go and skip the whole retinol thing and just jump into something that is even like better than retinol, but not as quite as good as retin A, tretinoin. So I jumped into adapalene. So adapalene is by Different, and you get that at Walmart. And I did acclimate my skin for 6 months using adapalene, and it is stronger than any retinol you'll get from Sephora, Ulta, anywhere. If you want anything closer to Retin A, adapalene is the way to go. So I did that for 6 months. I mean, it did the same thing. It made my skin peel, everything. And then I finished the tube, and then I tried to see if I could go for the bigger guns, and I got myself a prescription of Retin A, and my skin did acclimate very well. I'm at the highest strength, so, and I use it 6 times a week or even 5 if I'm masking. But just the fact that a lot of people don't know, like, if you want, you know, the skin turnover and all that, and you're using retinol because you can't get prescription Retin A, I just highly suggest get adapalene different. You will see how that works. So anyway, so that's basically the video that I have for today. If you have any questions, please leave a comment below. I'm not a dermatologist or an esthetician, but like I said before, I do my research, and I do like the fact that what I'm aiming for, like all of us, is results. And yeah, and I don't have time to pussyfoot. So anyway, thank you for watching, and bye-bye.
Pause.
I want to get out of here now.
Stop.